How's it going? My name's Danny Varghese. For those of you who have never seen or heard of a brother before, and I'm making this video today with the hopes that I can connect you with an album that I dropped this year. It's called Common Ground. How my name's spelled right there. And it's available on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Amazon, all that good stuff. And it would mean the world if you listen to it. Yeah, before I even start this video, before I delve into the whole thing, into the whole like conceptualization of it, it would be awesome if you just, checked it out. And then this video would mean even more than it may if you haven't listened to it. So yeah, there you go. So the purpose of this video is basically, so I felt really good about how this project turned out. When it came to the recording, the writing, the songs in my soul, it felt really good. But the last piece of the puzzle came down to connecting with the project with as many people as possible. Then it wasn't more so with how many people I can connect with. It was also how I connected it with them. And the hopes with this video is the how. I hope you can connect with this project by seeing what it means to me and like how it came to be, and then listening to it and maybe seeing how it can relate to how some of these tracks can relate to you. And really, like, a lot of these are just therapeutic tools for me. Like, each track, it's just like, a potion I drink to like help me through tough times, which is what a lot of music is. There's just a bunch of different ways to look at it, right? So yeah, so first thing I'd like to talk about is why it's called Common Ground. I'm sure we could all take many guesses. And at the end of the day, there's no real strict meaning to anything. My perceptions of all this stuff changes every day. So really, I'm just giving you my spiel as it is right now. So I always saw it as the hopes of this project was to illuminate the common ground between us all. A lot of things that have been happening in the world, as of recent, really makes us focus on the separations between us all, what makes us different. But really, the hope here was to kind of illuminate the fact that we all have common ground. No matter who person A is and who person B is, they will always have a lot of common ground because we're all human beings and we all go through many similar things. So the hope with each track was that, it would fall under that mission to somehow connect us at deeper levels. So the first track, Vibes, is what it's called. Means a lot to me. It's the first track, but it was the last one that was recorded. And it's all about living in the vibration, in the vibe that everything is as it should be. So, in life, there'll always be a bunch of things that you want that aren't in front of your eyes right now. But the fact that you want it, there's a lot of quotes and a lot of strains of thought out there that say, if you have a desire, the means of getting that desire is there. And that somewhere in the future, it's already a thing. So it was based off of that. It was based off of living in the vibes that everything you want is already there, not focusing on the lack thereof. So, yeah. So, yeah, when you listen to that song, I hope you feel your dreams in motion. And I hope that you could also live in those vibes. Because whenever I sing that song, whenever I perform that song, I'm thinking of nothing but the fact that everything is perfect. So, yeah, it's kind of a trooping of belief. Speaking of belief, the second track, Believe, this was written when I was swimming in a large ocean of doubt, like 4 years ago or so, and I was like, when I was really thinking about pursuing music, it was a really dramatic thought process for me, because it was kind of scary, because it wasn't a thing before like 6 years ago, and then it just kind of came out of nowhere, the desire to really dive deep. And I was like, what would people think? Am I capable of this? Like, why is this desire inside of me? I was scared of my own self. I was like, You know, like, am I just, like, living in some kind of illusion? But then this song was all about believing in what you don't see, just like the first track. You know, but in a different way. Like, it was basically, like, the chorus says, I like to believe because I am blah, blah, blah. So it's like, it's a choice. Like, I like to believe in things instead of doubting. And it kind of emphasizes the fact that I'm believing, I'm moving forward with belief because I like to do that. And I'm choosing to do that. And I'm choosing not to doubt. I feel like we have a choice every moment. So the third track, These Voices, is all paying homage to those voices in your head that have stemmed from fear and anxiety. Any time where you knew that you were telling yourself things that weren't completely true, but it was just, you would just listen to yourself because it's coming from yourself. You know, there have been times when I would just be ridden with anxiety or just like a fearful thought. If, for example, I posted up a song that, like, I was like, oh, how will people think about this? And then, you know, that anxiety could fluster, and then I'd hear a voice in my head saying, that sucked. Or like, you know, you're not moving in the right direction. And then I'd be like, wait a second. Where's this voice coming from? Is this real? There you go. That's These Voices. The next song, Corner Store Rich, means a lot. It's featuring Monte, one of the best Philly rappers I've met. He actually saw me performing this song at World Cafe Live, and after I was done, he was like, yo, do you think I could spit some bars on this? And I was like, what? And one thing led to another, and bam, here you go. Holding a vinyl with him featuring on this track. It's incredible. And we got John Shears on electric on this track as well. So how this track was created, it's called Corner Store Rich. What does that even mean? Well, 4 years ago, maybe 3.5 years ago, I was, you know, going to Temple undergrad. I was done my second year already. And I was in a really broke phase. I think I ran out of money. I couldn't buy food. And, you know, I was just feeling poor. But then I found $1 that I had, which can't really go a long way, right? But I had a corner store right, like a minute away from me. I was like, all right, let's just walk to this corner store. You know? So I walked to the corner store with this $1, and I walked out with like 4 bags of chips. And I felt super satisfied after that trip. And I was like, whoa! I felt poor like 20 minutes ago, but I just left this corner store with multiple items. I'm feeling corner store rich. And I went home and wrote that song. And then Monte, like I said, a year or so later, ends up writing those extraordinary bars. It's one of my favorite verses ever. I hope I'm not being biased. It's literally one of my favorite verses. So yeah, good stuff, Monte. And John Shears, can't thank that brother enough, because it's, yeah, I love every bit of the electrical part underlying that song. And this one seems to be a lot of people's favorites. So yeah, and props to Dunya for sponsoring the recording of this one. I actually ran out of money. I recorded like 8 tracks, and then this was supposed to be the 9th one, but like I just wiped out the budget, and my sister Dunya sponsored that one. So props. All right, the next track, Sands of Time, is all about, if you guessed it, time. But just the fact that a lot of life is patterns. A lot of days seem very repetitious. You could be doing one thing and deja vu, or it like seems like you were doing the same thing last week. So it's all about saying like just the sands of time. Like I envision like life being like a set of a bunch of hourglasses that are just like toppling like a system, you know, and it's just like sands of time. So the next track after that, Life to Your Dreams, featuring the Jake Cannon. The Jake Cannon. Another incredible Philly rapper, just like Monte is. 2 incredible Philly rappers that I'm totally honored to have on this track. I call him a Philly rapper even though he just recently moved to New York. So props to that brother, making moves. Yeah, it's a pretty self-explanatory title, Life to Your Dreams. Choosing to give life to our dreams. I feel like we have so many dreams that fly around in our head that we don't give life to, that we just kind of let pass and evaporate, which is cool, because some dreams aren't meant to be given life, but some dreams are, and I think it's up to us to give life to them. Who else is going to take that dream in your head and give life to it? You know? So, yeah. Ode to that. Alright, next track after that, Self-Help. Whew, this one means a lot to me. I was coming back after a late night of adventures, and I was just like, what if I just consciously write some lyrics in like a really fast pace? You know, I was just like, what if I do that? Like, I've always like freestyle rapped a bunch of stuff, but I never like consciously try to write lyrics in like a rap form. And that was my first time doing that, and it turned into Self-Help, which was a song about helping yourself. A song about realizing, one of the lyrics in the chorus is, I guess, realize I'm alone in this cell. Like, realizing, like, you know, sometimes you can feel like you're alone in your own head. When you're just lazy, sitting down, you're the only person that can make yourself get up, you know? So, just a realization that it's kind of up to us a lot of the time to push ourselves. So the next track after that, Young Earth, my ode to the earth. The trippiest song I've written, I think. I think it's just one to listen to. I hope it goes far. I hope it transcends time. I hope it, it's all about togetherness, all about peace, all about being grateful for our planet. The here and now. It's a good place that we're at. And the last track, Moments, you guessed it. It's about moments. The first few seconds of the song, it's moments on moments on moments. Where is all of this stuff? So moments on moments on moments. Like that beginning, and that's repeated 3 times throughout the song. That's supposed to, right then and there, my intention was just to focus on the moments. Like, right now is one moment. Oh, here comes the next moment. Now the next moment. So moments on moments on moments. You know, just like, life is, I always intro that song, life is just a bunch of moments. At the end of the day, it's a collage of moments. So, that's what that song is about. Cheers to creating better moments. Hope y'all have an awesome day. Like I said, Common Ground. My name is an interesting spelling, DANNYVARUGHESE. You can find it on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple. It would mean the world if you spread this video to as many people as possible. This project to as many people as possible. Really. Like I said, I was really satisfied with how this turned out. But the biggest piece is just connecting it, and it can't really be done on my own, I don't think. It's a thing that involves other human beings, and can't really force people to listen to things. You can only hope it just aligns with the right time, and I hope this project aligns with the right time. Thanks a lot for listening. It means the world. I'm excited to keep making more moves. New music coming on the conveyor belt of life. So I'm excited to put that out there too. Peace.
Moments on moments on moments. Where is all of this I'm going? Can someone please show me? I'm trying to gather my fruits. I've just been sowing and sowing. Haters evaporating all this creation. Created a bubble, it gave me displacement. These words are fresher than death in the sense that they is instantaneous. No explanations, they evoke feeling and pain. Anything to make you feel, feeling is realer than rain. That don't make sense, neither does my reality. Meeting your face, reading your hate, seeing that we're all the same. This is insane, I know that you feel the same. These are just words on paper, together they make you feel things under the skin, massaging the brain. Under the skin, massaging the brain.